3. Hello everybody, I am Melissa Mahalik. This is my lovely assistant, Napoleon Bony Parts. Normally, we teach anatomy to movement teachers and we teach people how to get out of pain quickly and effectively by moving their bodies. For every damn weekday at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard for weeks now, we have been here doing a daily dance break where we take somatics, our primary tools, we mix them with anatomy, our other primary tool. Therefore, we're called somatic anatomy. We mesh them together and we learn to change our minds by changing our bodies. Now, that's a little important today, especially for all us white folks. Apologies for any people of color who are listening to this. I am not trying to lecture you about anything. No, I'm lecturing my white friends and myself. So, it's been a morning. So, what we're doing today is we're going to go into our creativity centers. Whether you have ovaries or whether you have a vas deferens or whether you are lucky enough to have both, your energy centers are right here in your body. Right about here. You've got two of them. They split. Because right now, we need creativity. We need creative solutions in this world to the myriads of problems that we've been dealing with for a very, very long time. And we need art and music and expressiveness, art of any sort, visual art, movement art, musical art, to get out and show people, change people's perspectives, and maybe even shock them into seeing things a little bit differently, saying, oh my God, I never saw it that way. Good, now you do. What you gonna do with it? Am I on a soapbox? Yeah, I kinda am, sorry. But I am not apologizing for the content because I think this is important. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go into our creativity centers and we're going to open up our creativity centers so that when we go out into the world again, then we have bonus creativity. We are in touch with the creative juices what are flowing through our bodies, and we can take those creative juices and put them to use. In somatics, a lot of times people go in and they get very, very, very internal, and that is a wonderful thing. Knowing yourself is fantastic. But then we have to take that self-knowledge and we have to move it out into the world. What are we going to do with our power, with our connectivity, with our connections to ourselves and to others? Because we are connected to every single other human being out there with a gut, with a heart, and with a mind. And let me tell you, every human out there has a gut, has a heart, has a mind, or they are dead. If they are not dead, gut, heart, and mind, and we have something in common, my friends. So we're going to take this time to come into our centers. We're going to breathe into our guts, into our hearts and our minds. And I do recognize that not everybody gets to breathe freely right now. And I ask you to think about the privilege you have to breathe freely. And if you've never thought about that, I ask you to think about that. Just saying, we go into ourselves, we learn, we come out and we act. Now we're going to go into ourselves, we are going to learn, and then we'll come out and we will act. One hand on the belly for your gut, one hand on your heart for your heart, your invisible hand on the back of your head on your occiput for your mind. Just breathe into this hand down here, breathe into your gut, breathe into your heart, breathe into your mind, exhale from the gut, exhale from the heart, exhale from the mind. One more time, inhale to the gut, inhale to the heart, inhale to the mind, exhale from the gut, from the heart, from the mind. Now we're going to go deeper because we're not surfacey. We're not superficial. We are deep. In anatomy, as in somatics, it's not a metaphor, my friends. So, down here, bring your awareness past your hand, past your stomach muscles, past your internal organs, your intestines, your guts, your gut brain, and find that space between the gut and the spine, in front of the curve of the lower back. And breathe into that space and fill it up with air. And exhale. One more time, and as you do, feel how as you inhale down here, you're getting into your own, into that gut feeling. What you know in your gut, it's a lot harder to talk out of. So go into your gut, make space for new ideas, make space for creativity, and inhale down there Inhale into that space that's inside you. Inhale into what you know in your gut. And exhale, as you exhale, think about connecting through your hip joints, through your leg bones, and down into the earth. One more time, inhale into what you know in your gut is right and true and good. And exhale down into the earth and root what is right, root what is true, root what is good in you into the earth. Your heart. Again, let your awareness sink back behind your hand, behind your sternum, behind the organ that is your heart and keeps your blood moving. I hope you guys can hear me over the drills playing in the background. Inhaling into the space between your heart and your spine. This is the space that is for you. Inhale into yourself. And as you exhale, exhale yourself down the front of your spine, down into your hip joints, down into your leg bones, down into the earth. So you are grounded in who you are and what you know. And again, breathing back into that space behind your heart. And exhaling down the front of the spine, down out into the hip joints, down the leg bones, and root who you are. And now, you can take a real hand back here, holding your opposite foot back here into your mind. And as you inhale, feel the inhale going up into your sinuses, back past your brain glands, into the space behind your brain, and between your brain and the inner curve of the back of your skull. So inhaling back. Expand your mind and exhale. Inhale again up into the sinuses, expand the skull backwards into the core and center of you and your mind. And one more time, inhale back into your mind, expand your mind and root it down. Inhaling. And as you exhale down the front of your spine, down into your hip joints, down into your leg bones, down into the earth. One more time, this time we're going to exhale up, inhaling back into the spine, expand your mind. As you exhale, exhale up and out into the universe. We go in, we come out. With every duality, there is an in, there is an out. We are working on not only the in, but we are working on the out as well. So now we are going to take these three spaces, link them together with one big breath, breathing into the mind, the heart, the gut, and exhaling down into the earth and out into the universe at the same time. We are rooted and grounded. We are expansive and reaching outwards. So now that you're connected to the earth and connected to the universe, that was easy, right? Now we're going to take that energy, we're going to take that power, and we're going to go into our creativity centers. So again, whether you have a vas deferens looping up and over, whether you have ovaries sitting inside, whether you have both, whether you have neither, these are your energy spaces. Finding the space in here, and inhale into these 2 points and expand from the inside, just like we did our 3 points earlier. So that creativity expanding, and as you exhale, keep that creativity expanded inside you. 2 more breaths. Inhale here. Feel your creativity firing up as you expand inside your body. Exhale, but stay expanded. Exhale down into the ground and out into the universe. One more time, inhale into these 2 points. These 2 spaces, expand inwards. As you exhale, stay expanded, exhale down and up at the same time. You are rooted, you are expansive, you are here, and this is now. Now that we've done all these breathing and movement things, we are going to bring in some music, we are going to dance, and we're going to have a really good time. As our music choice for today is from North Africa, and as we move this part of the body, we do little circles. You can shift your feet, or you can keep your feet stable, kind of a little Polynesian Ami, a little bit bigger. However you want to circle your hips. If you want to do it slow and big, you can do that. Slow and big. You want to do it fast and small, you do that. However you want to move your hips today is all about moving your hips and firing up this creative energy. But what is really, really important when you fire up any one of the chakras, because yes, we're firing up our second chakra here, creativity energy, reproductive energy, all kinds of good stuff. You must ground it down to your feet, and you must also connect it to the rest of the universe. Otherwise, that energy has nowhere to go, and it will stay inside you, and it will open up the craziness, and nobody wants that. Don't let the crazy in. Give it a flow, give it a direction. Similarly, when we only go in and we never come out, we leave ourselves open to keeping this energy held inside us and not going where it needs to go. I'm going to stop lecturing and start moving, because one of the things with somatics is the body is a lot smarter than the mind is. So we are going to start moving our bodies and let our minds follow. Yeah. Ready? Let's do it. Find your hips. Circle. In North Africa, these little hip circles are kind of popular. I used to be a professional Middle Eastern dancer. Circles. Breathe in here. Expand. Release. Expand. Release. Day after day, I will be here. How the song translates more or less. Circle. Reverse direction if you haven't yet. Reverse. There we go. Day after day, I am coming back. What are you coming back for? Circle. Fast circles or slow circles, whatever works for you. Move your hips any way they want to move. Move them around. Move your hips. Make them move. Yeah, shake your butt. Lead from these points. Feel these 2 points circle. And I'm on one hip again. Reverse. Notice you always circle one way. Circle your hips. Move your arms any way they want to move. Maybe your arms are reminding your hips how to move. Reminding your body where to move from. Circle. 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 Dance the way you want to dance. Move your hips, move from here. Use this awareness to move your body. Ooh. Day after day, coming back. Move your hips. Feel these 2 centers expanding as you inhale. Stay expanded and move from that space. Feel your feet on the floor. Maybe you can bend your knees a little bit. Circle. Bend your knees. Note how that helps your isolation. These feet going next to you. Move your hips. Move your hips however they want to move. Move your hips. Move your hips from these 2 spots. Expand. Leave them expanded as you exhale down into your feet. And dance. Inhale here. Exhale up the front of the spine, out into the universe. Move. Dance and dance. Move your body. Circle your hips, fast or slow. I'm really right hip, that's all I'm saying. Dance and dance. And find yourself an end. Coming down to center, find your feet on the ground. Press your hands together. Feel the hand bones, the forearm bones, the upper arm bones, the shoulder blades, the rib cage. Feel your thoracic spine in the center of your rib cage. And breathe into this space. Breathe into that space behind your heart and inhale. As you exhale, exhale down the front of your spine through the hip joints, down your leg bones and into your feet. So you are grounded. Again, inhale behind the heart. This time we exhale up behind the throat, through the back of the skull, out the top of the skull, and out into the universe and the world. Bring your hands down, open, inhaling, draw the energy up from the earth, up the front of your spine. As you exhale, you release and you open space for fresh energy, fresh ideas, fresh expansiveness to pour down. And inhale, let it come in. As you exhale, bring your palms together, forehead, nose, chin, sternum, belly button, pubic bone, space between your feet. Inhaling, exhaling, down, inhale, down, exhale, up. And as you bring your hands together, bring your awareness down the back, inside of your skull, back of your throat, behind your heart, behind your stomach, behind your gut, down the front of your sacrum, hip joints, leg bones, toes, and earth. We are here. This is now. Here and now we are alive. We can go into ourselves. We can see who we are. We can find our own strength and the strength of our spinal column in the balance of that axis, central axis of the body. And we can take that balance, we can take that strength out into the world. What are we doing with that strength? 2020 is the year to do things with your strength, with your power. Whatever power you have, get it, go in, find your power, take it out. Take it out and make the world a better place. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, imaginary hand on the back of your skull. Breathe deep behind your gut, behind your heart, back into the back of your mind. Exhale from the gut, from the heart, from the mind. And one more time, we inhale back into that space behind the gut, behind the heart, behind the brain. Exhaling from your gut, from your heart, and from your mind. We are all unified. We are all together. Let us recognize that shared humanity, and let's make sure that everybody can breathe. Enjoy your anatomy. Share this with anybody who you think needs to know this or doesn't need to know this. Share this with everybody who has a body. And I will see you, as I do every weekday, 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard, right here, right now. Enjoy your anatomy, my friends. Go make things happen. Use your power to make things happen.